thank you very much. We have a very big announcement. To me, I think it's been many years, I hear 10 years, maybe more, where Jeff Van Drew, highly respected. In fact, I didn't know as a Democrat how you could have won in that district. I know the district very well, but that is a great tribute to you. But Jeff will be joining the Republican Party, and we were very fortunate. He voted our way yesterday, as you probably know. And we had a totally unified party. I don't think there's ever been a time where the Republican Party was so united. But Jeff will be joining the Republican Party, and I really, to me, it's a very exciting announcement. I think, Kevin, you said it was about 10 years since that's happened. Yeah. And I don't even know who the last one was. It would seem to be it was even more than that. But it's a big deal.
It's a very big deal because he's going from the majority to the minority. And it normally doesn't go that way.
He's very smart because he knows it's not going to be the minority for long. I have a feeling we're going to do very well in 2020 and November 3rd to be exact. Get out and vote. But Jeff, thank you very much. It's a great honor.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Please.
Thank you.
Would you like to say something?
So I have a few words, and I usually never, ever, I don't read speeches, and this won't be very long, I promise you, Mr. President, but I had a few bullets. There's a few points I really wanted to make today. And I would start with how this started. I've been a Democrat for a lot of years, and I actually had a meeting with somebody about 2 weeks ago, I guess it was, and the individual was a local county chairman in the Democratic Party. And he sat down and he says, I just want to tell you something. And he said, I want to tell you that you can't vote against impeachment. I said, what do you mean I can't vote against impeachment? He says, you can't vote against impeachment. You will not, I have 8 counties in my district. You will not get the line. You will not get the county. I will do everything to prevent that from happening and everything to destroy you. This is a pretty young guy, too.
Yeah.
He's pretty
Wise
gutsy.
guy.
And it kind of hurt because for years I have given everything that I could to my people in my district. And, you know, Mr. President, you asked why I win. Truthfully, because I'm a crazy man, and when people have a problem, when they need something, when we want to help them, I have the best staff in the world, good people around me, and we do everything that we can to make it better. And that kind of hurt. And it kind of made me think a little bit, is this what I really want to do? Because there were other times in my life when I thought about this. I thought about it when I did legislation, actually it was in the state senate. And I don't know if this is going to be relatable or not, but I want to say it anyhow because I've always wanted to just mention this because I think it's important in a way. This was not a complex bill. It was not something that was, you know, very difficult to understand. It isn't intellectually stimulating to some people, I understand. But I did 2 bills. And one of them, it's unusual for New Jersey, would allow in any public or private building to have "In God We Trust" on the wall. And the second one was that you could fly the American flag wherever you wanted to, however you wanted to, as long as it was respectful. And I thought these were wonderful bills. I mean, I thought everybody was going to be, this is just a great thing. And I had some very progressive, and not all Democrats, but these were really progressive Democrats that came to me and said, we're really disgusted with you. And I said, why? Making such a big deal about the flag. The flag's just not that big a deal. In God We Trust is not that big a deal, and you shouldn't even mention his name. And I was shocked. I was shocked. We put him up anyhow, and we did what we wanted to do, but it really...
It's a very Republican thing, by the way.
I know.
You're not going to find any one of us that, I can tell you, Kevin, Mike, I think you're okay with it, right?
And I think most folks should be okay with it.
The whole country should be okay with it.
You're right. I talk about American exceptionalism. This is the greatest country on the face of the earth. I started out as not a wealthy kid, had the opportunity to work hard, got into dental school, graduated, and my God, I'm sitting here next to the President of the United States. That's unbelievable. That's America. So I don't want anybody to ever tell me that there isn't American exceptionalism. I don't want anybody to ever say that this is the same as every other country in the world, because it is not. It is not. And you know that, and I know that, and hopefully everybody in this room knows that. And again, from certain groups of people that represented certain parts of the party, I was criticized, and they said this country is the same as every other country, and there is no such thing as American exceptionalism. I'm a capitalist. Socialism, in my opinion, has no place in the United States of America, and I think everyone should know that. I believe that this country can afford people opportunity and give them that opportunity so that they can succeed, and we all should know that as well. I love bipartisanship. Do you know that I've even had times, quite frankly, being a Democrat, again, not from all folks, there's some middle-of-the-road folks, but from some of these extreme folks that they said bipartisanship is a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's a bad thing because it's going to make you more like a Republican. Again, I don't believe that. I don't think you do. I believe in what you're doing with the economy. It's a better, stronger economy. I
A new
believe it's
record
going to even
today,
get better.
It's up 125 points today, so your 401Ks are way up, but a new record today, Jeff, so that's great.
And thank you for that. I believe in the new Green Deal is something that we should never, ever even think about doing. I don't even know how anybody could bring that up. We can have a strong and good environment, and we can have a good economy at the same time, and that's something that I think Republicanism represents. Lower taxes, balancing a budget, honoring our police, our fire, our rescue, our veterans, our soldiers. These men and women, I want to tell you one quick story. Chris will have a picture of it. He's, like I said, he's a Marine. An older gentleman, and is he a Marine too, that stood out there? He's a Marine, right? An older gentleman, when he heard I announced, in the cold, came in front of my office and stood out there holding the American flag for 12 hours
great.
in honor
Wow.
of it. It was an amazing thing. And not quite the length of time people wait for you,
That's
but
okay.
that was still pretty neat.
That's okay. They won't do that if you're a Democrat, I can tell you right now.
So
Wouldn't go well.
I guess what I say is I believe that this is just a better fit for me. This is who I am. It's who I always was, but there was more tolerance of moderate Democrats, of blue dog Democrats, of conservative Democrats, and I think that's going away. Two more things I want to say. One, you have my undying support,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
and always,
And by the way, same way,
thank you.
I'm endorsing him, okay? We're endorsing him. I can't speak for these two gentlemen, but I can say I'm endorsing him.
Thank you.
How do you feel about that, Mike? Are you okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Vice President.
We're together.
Thank you, Leader.
Thank you.
And the last thing I will say, one of my heroes, and he's always hung in my office, I have a bipartisan wall that has a lot of different people on there, Ronald Reagan. And when he said, I didn't leave my party,
Right.
my party left me.
That's true. That's what he said.
And I'm saying the same
He
thing.
was a Democrat, and he moved over, and he said exactly those words. It's fantastic. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Beautifully done. Thank you.